Have you ever wondered why you have to put your foot on the brake before shifting an automatic car out of park? It feels like a basic law of automotive physics, but it is actually the direct result of a 1986 national media panic that nearly drove a global automaker into total bankruptcy. The specific target of that panic was this car, the Audi 5000, which means the most ubiquitous automotive safety feature of the modern era was invented to fix a mechanical defect that did not actually exist. In the early 1980s, American roads were dominated by massive body-on-frame domestic land yachts. They were very blocky, upright, and heavy. The Audi 5000 offered a stark contrast. Instead of right angles, it utilized a wind tunnel-tuned shape with fully flush greenhouse glass, achieving a remarkably low drag coefficient of 0.30. Beneath that sleek exterior sat an Autobahn-bred inline 5-cylinder engine and a sophisticated driver-focused European cabin. This chart shows Audi's total U.S. sales volume throughout the 1980s. Driven almost entirely by the 5000 model, sales surged year over year, peaking at over 74,000 units in 1985. Audi had successfully invaded the American luxury market, rapidly pulling buyers from Mercedes and BMW. But their momentum was about to be halted by a ghost in the machine. By the mid-1980s, a strange phenomenon began to surface. Drivers reported their vehicles suddenly and violently surging forward or backward on their own, despite the driver pressing firmly on the brake pedal. The media quickly seized on these reports. On November 23, 1986, the CBS News magazine 60 Minutes aired a segment titled Out of Control, hosted by correspondent Ed Bradley. The broadcast presented a terrifying piece of visual evidence, footage of an unoccupied Audi 5000 lurching forward, its accelerator pedal pulling downward all by itself. The image paralyzed American consumers. But investigations revealed a deeply unsettling fact. The footage was entirely engineered by the crew and a consultant. To force the driverless car to accelerate on camera, the team routed a hidden canister of compressed air via a hose into the transmission. They used a pneumatic burst to physically force the mechanical linkage open. CBS did not disclose this modification. The resulting panic devastated Audi. Sales cratered from their 1985 peak down to barely 12,000 units by 1991, as dealerships went bankrupt and massive class action lawsuits multiplied. A respected national news organization prioritized a frightening narrative over objective physics, nearly erasing a luxury empire from the United States. Following the uproar, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration launched a multi-year investigation. In 1989, after evaluating the Audi 5000 alongside a fleet of other vehicles, the government exonerated Audi. They found 0 mechanical or electrical flaws capable of causing runaway acceleration. The root cause was a human factors error known as pedal misapplication. Drivers were mistakenly depressing the accelerator while intending to apply the brakes. The design of the Audi 5000 was the catalyst. Typical American domestic cars featured a massive brake pedal widely separated from the gas pedal. The Audi, following European packaging standards, placed a smaller brake pedal much closer to the accelerator. NHTSA noted minor defects in the Audi's idle stabilizer valve caused a brief engine surge when shifting into gear. Startled into a panic, drivers relied on their muscle memory of wide American pedals. They aimed for the brake but slammed their foot onto the gas. The exact European ergonomics that made the Audi a highly responsive performance machine created a fatal mismatch with North American driving habits. This left Audi in an incredibly difficult position. How do you execute a mechanical recall to fix a driver's muscle memory when the vehicle itself is physically flawless? Engineers realized they could not retrain the American public. Instead, they had to invent a physical barrier to idiot-proof the starting sequence before the car was ever put into gear. Their solution was a world-first invention, the automatic shift lock. By wiring the transmission to the brake circuit, an electromechanical pin physically blocks the shift lever in park until the driver actively depresses the brake pedal. In January 1987, Audi initiated a massive voluntary safety recall, successfully retrofitting 250,000 cars in the United States with this new mechanism. By forcing the driver's foot onto the correct pedal before the car could move, Audi brilliantly solved a psychological problem by bridging the gap between human error and mechanical safety. The impact was immediate. Reports of unintended acceleration in Audis dropped to near zero. Watching this success, the rest of the global auto industry quickly began adopting the technology to protect themselves from similar lawsuits. The mechanism proved so effective that the United States government stepped in. The 2008 KT Safety Act mandated that every automatic passenger vehicle sold in the U.S. feature a brake transmission shift interlock. Today, every time you step on the brake to start your morning commute, you are interacting with the direct technological fallout of the Audi 5000 scandal. What do you think about the CBS fabrication that started it all? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's forgotten turning points. And thanks for watching Archive World.